So just when you thought the NFL could not have bigger groundbreaking news from Aaron Rodgers going back to the Green Bay Packers on that $200 million deal, or even Russell Wilson getting traded to the Denver Broncos, we got earth-shattering news in the NFL community. Cam Robinson's getting tagged by the Jacksonville Jaguars for a second consecutive year. Now, I want to first start off by saying that this is my first full off-season doing Jags content on YouTube. I feel like I've been a Jags content creator for an eternity now, but I mean, I didn't really start making Jags content until I believe April or May of last year. So I'm coming up on my 1-year Jags anniversary. So, I didn't get to talk about Urban Meyer getting hired at the time or any of the free agents we signed. I really started once we actually drafted Trevor Lawrence and probably the week before. But with this, I want to start off by saying that I'm actually in the minority when it comes to this. I actually really like tagging Cam Robinson, at least just for an assurance policy, right? He's due $16.6 million this year on the franchise tag. This is the second consecutive year we franchise tagged him. And Cam Robinson was drafted back in 2017 by the Jaguars, second round pick out of Alabama. And Cam Robinson was a part of that AFC Championship run team that we've had, and he's been a homegrown Jacksonville guy ever since. My issue is, though, he's given up 30 plus sacks since coming into the league, but he did only give up 1 sack this year in 14 games in which he's played, which is phenomenal. You give up 1 sack with a rookie quarterback at the helm. I love that for Cam Robinson. My only issue with this is I wish we would have re-signed him to a long-term extension. I would have gladly given Cam Robinson a long-term deal because he's deserved that now, and I think he's going to be entering the first year really of his prime now that he's 26 years of age. Then you use the franchise tag on a guy like DJ Chark. I don't know what Trent Baalke, Doug Peterson, and the rest of the coaching staff's plan is, because everything that we're doing through free agency is going to tell what we're going to do at number one, whether it's trading back or whether that's, taking a defensive end like Aiden Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeau, or we still go Evan Neal or, I can't pronounce his name off the top of my head, left tackle out of NC State, Uwandu. I know I botched that, but you get my point. Free agency is going to be very telling as to what the Jaguars are going to do. That's why I've yet to come out with any mock drafts, because everything leading up to March 16th for NFL free agency is really going to be telling as to what the Jaguars will do there. I want the Jaguars still to re-sign DJ Chark. Give him a 1 or 2 year deal. Let him prove it to you. You look at the landscape of NFL wide receiver free agents right now, it's slim to none. Chris Godwin got tagged again. Devontae Adams is most likely going to get tagged again. Mike Williams just re-signed with the LA Chargers on a big deal, $60 million, $40 million guaranteed. Amari Cooper is not coming to Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, I was a big advocate for him. Please get him back to Jacksonville. Re-sign DJ Chark. Take care of your priorities. Take care of these homegrown guys. I'm not saying DJ Chark is a phenomenal receiver, but he has the ability to be a wide receiver number 2. And the Jaguars don't have a lot to work with. If we just look at the roster construction right now, they don't have a lot to work with. We're just being optimistic that, hey, we have a lot of money to spend in free agency. We've got a great coach. We have a lot of draft picks. Let's capitalize on that. And yes, while we do, but as of right now, our receiver room is shot. Our offensive line is pretty shot for the most part. I don't know what the Jags are going to do with Walker Little. I assume that means he goes to right tackle. The interior of the offensive line needs to get better. Bye-bye Andrew Norwell. There's a lot of things that the Jaguars need to consider right now. And like I said, I'm not mad about Cam Robinson. I wish we would have actually given him an extension. That's neither here nor there. He's back on the Jaguars as of now, and I'm okay with that. DJ Chark, please, God, I hope that you come back onto this roster for at least 1 or 2 more years just to prove yourself and prove your worth. But the Jaguars and Doug Peterson better have something up their sleeve, which I'm sure that they do. I'm sure that they do their due diligence when going over the franchise tag, the draft capital, and also just all the other scenarios going on throughout free agency. But I do want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys make of Cam Robinson getting tagged for a second consecutive year on the Jaguars? And what do you guys think is going to happen with DJ Chark? Because that to me is something that is really going to hurt me. I really want to see DJ back on this team and get another opportunity now that he's got a legitimate coach and a legitimate quarterback to work with, and hopefully he can have a full healthy season. Before I let you guys go though, if you guys don't know already, I do a podcast every single week with my co-host Chilled Takes where we talk NFL and NBA, and yes, we do talk Jaguars on the podcast as well. And the podcast comes out every Friday morning here on YouTube, on Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'd greatly appreciate it, and I will link to those down below. But thank you guys for sticking around so much for the entire video. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. It takes 1 second and it helps me in the channel out tremendously. And also consider hitting that subscribe bell if you guys are new here for more NBA and of course Jacksonville Jaguars content that I've got on the way. Free agency's coming up in less than 10 days. We got a lot of great content coming out, and especially once free agency's over, the draft videos are going to go nuts. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much for sticking around for the video. Brett James, aka BJ, I'm out, y'all. Peace.